occurs to me that I do write love songs. I just mostly write love songs about bars. Special bars, you know, the kind of bars that you feel like you need to go to just to make sure they stay open. There is a place up on Mount Bunnell Road in Austin that it's called Dry Creek. It's closed about 2 years ago, but I did my part for a long time. It was run by a lady who was voted the meanest bartender in Austin. 10 straight years. Anybody ever heard F word from a 90-year-old lady? That's what you'd hear if you didn't bring your empty bottle back downstairs if you bought a beer at Dry Creek. So she'd say, bring your effing bottle down back. So she said she's your bartender, not your maid. All right. So I was impressed. I wrote a song about her place. And a friend of mine who was not very socially aware, he went up to her and he said, hey, Sarah, this guy wrote a song about your place. And then he left. She looked at me hard. She said, who told him he could do that? And I pretended I didn't know what he was talking about and moved along. I knew the story would eventually come out because I did record it, and I knew that I'd eventually have to face her. And I did have to face her. I got invited to her 94th birthday party, and I came and I brought a copy of that CD that's got this song on it, and it said, to Sarah from Owen, happy 94th. And I had signed it, and I brought it to her, and she said, Owen Temple. I've been knowing him a long time. And I said, well, I'll tell him you said hi. Because I couldn't face her with that fact that I'd written a song about her place without her permission. But then a few years after that, I got a call from a Giddings, Texas pastor asking me would I come play this song at his Aunt Sarah's memorial service. And I had to think about it because I'm not sure she would have appreciated me being there. But he said the family did want me there, so I agreed to do it. And I played this song, but I watched that coffin the whole time. She was the kind of lady that would throw you out of her memorial service if she didn't like what you were doing. So here's a tribute to her and a tribute to Dry Creek. It goes like this. Just a little way down Mount Bunnell Road, there's a little place where the beer is cold. Dry Creek Cafe and Dock, there's no place better come 5 o'clock. It's just off the lake, a 2-story bar. You know you're there when you see the cars lined up and parked along. The jukebox playing a Guy Clark song. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. Well, there's a weathered deck right upstairs, a few odd tables and rusty chairs. Spring days when the hills are green, the view beats all I've ever seen. You feel the Texas sun warm on your skin. Ain't it good to be back again? People's voices with the swaying trees, honeysuckles on the gentle breeze. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. Well, Sarah owns the place. She lives in a shack, a green trailer parked out back. High-dollar condos are closing in. She ain't thinking about giving in. And the rumors go around with the offers they make for the little piece of land down by the lake. She tells them all to go to hell. After 50 years, she won't ever sell. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. So if you want to keep bulldozers back, stop and get a drink at the Dry Creek Shack. Watch Lake Austin in a big blue sky. You won't ever have to ask me why. I want to go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. Yeah, I want to go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. Thank you. Well, some people think this job of being a singer-songwriter is all just fun, but we actually do research every now and then. Me and my friend Adam Carroll, he's from Tyler, Texas, but he lives in Austin. We both got interested in Sam Houston, and yeah, we were driving by that statue there on I-45, and we thought, maybe we ought to write a song about that guy. So we found a big, thick book about Sam Houston, but there were not near enough pictures in it. So we put that aside, and we found a graphic novel that still had too many words, to tell you the truth. So we boiled it down and tied it into a kind of an audio comic book for you, and I'd like to play it for you here about Sam Houston's life. If you feel like it, when I say Old Sam, you could clap your hands twice and go Big Sam. So I'll say Old Sam, Big Sam. So I'll say Old Sam. You can clap your hands twice and go Big Sam. Audio comic book for you. Well, Timber Ridge, Virginia is a mighty fine place. From that soil sprung a leader of the human race. He had eyes full of thunderstorms and hair like gold. He was 7 feet tall when he was 6 years old. Old Sam. Big Sam. Old Sam. Big Sam. Arkansas. He kicked around in Oklahoma, where he took up with a squaw. Well, in those days, Texas was damn near Mexico. And old Sam decided next, that's where he's gonna go. Old Sam. Old Sam. Yeah, and that old Santa Anna was a dictator and a thief. Getting him thrown out of Texas was a mighty big relief. After swatting Santa Anna like he would a pesky fly, he drank a river full of whiskey and ate a piece of pie. Old Sam. Old Sam. Sam told folks not to start a civil war. They told Sam to go find the door. He sired 8 kids on the Gulf Coast plain. They don't bear his scars, they all bear the name Old Sam. Old Sam. Sam Houston stood tall, he was true and tough. And that statue's pretty big, but it ain't big enough for old Sam. Big Sam. For old Sam. Big Sam. One last time. For old Sam. Big Sam. Yeah. Sing it. Well, I got time for a couple more, and I'm looking forward to hearing. This is my first time at this event, so I'm looking forward to hearing y'all read the stories, and it's been my privilege and pleasure to play for you. It's good to be here among these trees. You've got a couple of live oaks and mesquites, and providing the perfect amount of shade. This is a song that I wrote for my son. He went to summer camp when he was 13 years old for 3 weeks, and he came back 17 years old. And I think what accounts for that was a dance night. When he got back home, he said, "Dad, are you going to the grocery store?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Would you get a shampoo for me? It's a shampoo that, well, girls like the way it smells." I said, "Oh, sure. What's the name of it?" He said, It's called Suave. So I found it there at the grocery store, right? Like you said, it's called Coconut Suave. And it has 99 cents, and girls do like the way it smells, so I recommend it. This is a song I wrote with George Inslee later that day because I thought I had, after observing that growth. It goes like this. Well, the cottonwood taught me how to listen to the wind, and the willow showed me how to bend, and the mighty oak showed me how to stand strong in a storm, and all that can become of an acorn. And the cypress tree taught me how to hold on through a flood, keep my roots deep and I won't budge. And the pine tree taught me how to reach for the sky, and the cedar showed how to lay low and get by when it's dry. How I've grown, who I've come to be, these lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on a tree. Mother Nature's been my teacher all along. The rosewood on this guitar wrote this song, and the sweet magnolia brought me love on a southern summer breeze. The giant redwood brought me to my knees. How I've grown, who I've come to be, these lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on the tree. And I've learned that what's lost in the fall will bring new beginnings in the spring, and one more rain. How I've grown, who I've come to be, these lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on the tree. Feels like the rings on the tree. Thank you very much. there are great stories everywhere. That's one thing I've learned from coming to Storyfest and listening to singer-songwriters and reading J. Frank Dobie. You just got to know how to listen, you know? I found myself at a bar on the beach on South Padre Island, and the guy started telling me his life story, and I realized it was a country song. And I just went home and rhymed it. It goes like this. My friend Roger Kreger recorded this song. I want to thank him for that. Well, a seagull cried, child laughed. An old man orders a drink. It's been 10 years since he got here, and it hurts to think that years ago at this beachside bar, a woman held his hand. He lost his chance for true romance on South Padre Island. Well, the woman's name was Mary Ann, and Gary loved her so. He said, be my wife for the rest of your life. And she said, no. Well, he was from Indiana, all his life a traveling man. Had a dog and a boat, and he would float and fish around this old island. And he stuck at one of the beachfront bars, sipping on a Coke and rum. The tide rolls in, his dreams die out, waiting on a love that won't come. True love never will come. Years ago in California, he loved a girl named Sue. She and 3 more wives told him lies when they said I do. The last one took his money and the things he cared about. She took the dog and the boat, now he can't float 'cause she walked out. And he's stuck at one of the beachfront bars, sipping on a Coke and rum. The tide rolls in, his dreams die out, waiting on a love that won't come. True love never will come. Gary looks out at the Gulf and he squints his eyes. He's thinking again of what might have been without the hard goodbyes. But he's got lots of stories about people and places he's been. I've had a few of the good times too, he said with a grin. Yeah, he's stuck at one of the beachfront bars, sipping on a Coke and rum. The tide rolls in, his dreams die out, waiting on a love that won't come. True love never will come. Well, Gary's still down there on Padre, a little sad, but he's all right. If you head his way on some Sunday, he'll drink with you all night. 'Cause he's stuck at one of the beachfront bars, sipping on a Coke and rum. Tide rolls in, his dreams die out. Oh, he's waiting on a love that won't come. But true love never will come. He's waiting on a love that won't come. True love never will come. Thank you.
name. I'm down here by Mexico, where the Rio Bravo flows, and I'm riding high. Ain't gonna mind. I'm here where the eagle flies. Let the world pass me by, and I